Yo, how's it going, Vladimir? Another multi-part question. I hope I can don't mess any of these up when I get to all of them. What type of service actions delights your customers the most? Produces the most wow. So basically, what do we do for our customers that makes them say, "Wow, this company stands out or is providing great service"? I think we do pretty well in this area. Swag. Customers love free stuff, but more than that, we take a lot of time to kind of understand what the specific issue is they are facing, and really try and put on our listening ears. We 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 go out of our way to not just to make sure that anytime we're talking or communicating with a client that they understand we really are looking out for their best interests. And we'll do things like hey, we really appreciate that you've been with us for the last year, so to celebrate we're going to give you the next month free, those types of things. So we always try and make sure it's kind of an unexpected thing that seems to have more impact than anything else. When an expectation is created, it doesn't have as much of the holy smokes, this is great response that we like to create. So those are a few of the things we do. The biggest threat to WordPress continuing to grow its market share. That's a really good question. I don't know if I'm the right person to speak to that, to be honest. I think it's continually on an upward trend. In terms of threats, I think if I was going to talk about threats, I would probably look at things that have hurt companies like Microsoft, which is, Microsoft was, everybody loved it until you got hacked every other week. So security is a big thing, which is why, props to the security team for all the auto update stuff, keeping people safe sites, because I think kind of that whole stigma surrounding WordPress security could eventually hurt its market share and hurt its growth. The biggest lesson I've learned while working in the WordPress management industry, the biggest lesson I've learned is probably that you can't, there's so many, but the one that comes to mind first, which is what we're going with today, is there are people behind all of these websites, right? There are people behind all these other companies. There are people behind the websites that we manage, and that's a big deal. And remembering that in our communication, in our interaction with our customers, and making that very clear all the way through. Just keeping that at the front of our mind that, hey, we are talking about technical things, but ultimately it's the human that we're having an impact on. So that's probably the biggest thing I've learned. What am I excited for in 2016? We recently rolled out a product called Walkie Talkie. It's a communication platform that integrates directly with Help Scout. We're using the WordPress REST API for that, and we've got a lot more things planned for building that out and making it even better. Basically, the whole idea is we're going to be building a SaaS that is hosted on our customers' websites, which sounds pretty crazy, but I'm really excited about it. And if I could change anything about managedwp.org, I would say I would really like to have more influencers involved in the day-to-day on managedwp.org. Doing this is, doing these AMAs is probably a great way to accomplish that and kind of get people more involved. But I would like to see kind of more community interaction on a daily basis, and not so much. There tends to be, and you put some great tools in place to help minimize this, but there's definitely some social gaming that goes on with the articles too, right? So yeah, making it kind of the hub for for articles and for insights and discussion, and bringing in some of I don't know. I don't want to say bigger names, but some of the more influential people in the community, and having them take part would be awesome. Thanks, Vlad.